As he sat, he saw a Brazilian fisherman rowing a small boat towards the shore, having caught quite a few big fish. Businessman was impressed and asked the fisherman, "How long does it take you to catch so many fish?" Fisherman replied, "Oh, just a short while." "Then why don't you stay longer at sea and catch even more?" The businessman was astonished. "Well, this is enough to feed my whole family," said the fisherman. Businessman then asked, "So what do you do the rest of the day?" Fisherman replied, "Well, I usually wake up early in the morning, go out to sea, catch a few fish, then I go back, play with my kids, and in the afternoon I take a nap with my wife, and evening comes, I join my buddies in the village for a drink. We play guitar, sing, and dance throughout the night." The businessman then offered a suggestion to the fisherman. "Well, I'm a PhD in business management. I could help you to become a more successful person. From now on, you should spend more time at sea and try to catch as many fish as possible. When you've saved enough money, you could buy a bigger boat and catch even more fish. Then you can invest in some machinery and process and become more and more efficient. Soon, you'll be able to afford more boats, set up your own company, your own production plant for canned food and distribution network. And by then, you'll have moved out of this village to Sao Paulo, where you can set up headquarters to manage your other branches." The fisherman was intrigued. And then what? The businessman laughs heartily. "Well, after that, you can live like a king in your own house. And when the time is right, you can go public and float your shares in the stock exchange, and you will be rich." Fisherman asks, "And after that?" Businessman says, "Well, after that, you can finally retire. You can move to a house by the fishing village, wake up early in the morning, catch a few fish, and then return home to play with your kids. Have a nice afternoon nap with your wife, and when evening comes, you can join your buddies for a drink, play the guitar, sing and dance throughout the night." The fisherman smiled a sly smile. This story obviously is not my story. It's been passed down and then reworked from different MBAs and professors at Harvard. And it's interesting because this doesn't say that money in abundance is bad. What this says, though, is when we are starting to go towards something and we're chasing something, we're chasing a lot or abundance, or we're chasing enough, one of the biggest lessons we can learn is that it's never about what we achieve or what we gather or where we're at. What it's about is appreciating, looking at where we've come and appreciating where we're at right now. You can live in abundance and you can live in full scarcity. I've been in both. I have made lots and lots and lots of money and have become a multi-millionaire 5 times and then have lost it all 5 times. I can tell you, though, having captured and then having lost it all that many times, it really kind of makes this a game. Now, the difference is what money means to us, right? What does cash flow means to us? And we have this thing called the REI ladder in our G5 framework where our relationship with money changes as we learn what it's there for, right? Money at the bottom is survival. How am I going to have a shelter? How am I going to get food this week? And once we have established our security and stability in I'm going to have food, I'm going to have a place to live, I have people who can take care of me, then we can move into using money as a tool. And using money as a tool means now we can use it to invest in ourselves. We can learn and grow as a human, as a soul, and we can maybe start our own sole proprietor business or become self-employed and start to trade our time for money and understand what that feels like, understand what it's like to provide value in the world. And as we move up the ladder, we then go to money as really an optimized tool or even a weapon. Money can be used in a positive way to reinvest in ourselves, reinvest in our businesses, reinvest into cash flowing or accumulating assets to create more money. Now it's literally being used to create more of it by itself without you having to jump in there and actually actively manage it. right? Dollars per hour. And finally, at the top of the chain, this is a really cool place to get to. You start to realize, especially when you've lost it all, if you ever about or what meaning you put behind it when you start to lose money, or you let people down, or whatever that story is. What it's really about is your relationship with money. And at the very top of the ladder, we start to realize that money is just an energy source. It's literally its only job is to come and to go. And our job is to be a conduit. If it comes to us and we hold on to it really, really, really tightly, what happens when we try to hold on to anything really, really tightly, like your spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend? They want to run. They want to get away. So your only job, once you realize that money is an energy source, now it comes to you. It is attracted to you because you know exactly how to use it, how to give it away, what it's there for, which is only there for comfort, freedom, and options. That's it. Money is not your sole abundance tool. Money will only come to you when you start to realize all the other abundances in your life, like presence, love, your own place where you sleep now, listening to a bird singing outside, feeling clothes on your skin, feeling the sun on your skin when you're out for a walk, appreciating nature. Because firsthand, I can tell you, if you don't appreciate all of those things, you won't appreciate whether you have 1 million, 10 million, or 100 million in your bank account. So take that for what it feels like for you today, wherever you are on this journey. And it's okay to go up and down that ladder. As I lost everything, I would go back down to survival. I would contract and go back inward and save and go back into my little shell. And then little by little by little, when I started to have confidence again, I would start to kind of go back out, go back out, go back out. And now I realize, especially after doing it 5 times, it's really just a warmer, colder game. Money is just energy. It's nothing to be afraid of, and it's nothing to desire. It just is. So I tell you that story to see if it stirs anything in you. Are you out chasing something right now, or are you out running from a certain lifestyle that you don't want? And are you missing the beauty along the way? Are you missing the time with your family? Are you not sitting in moments of presence, or are you constantly on your phone, worried or anxious about the next thing? Or once you finally achieve something so cool and you do get that big win in your business, are you just looking to the next? This is a disease of the high achiever. And if I can do one thing today, just to bring some awareness to that part of your life. So we love you. If you're here just stopping by for a quick little visit, I hope you enjoyed the story. If you're here for a Manifest Monday call, I appreciate you jumping in. As we do all the time, let's move into manifesting and creating the week that we desire. We start with that gratitude. What is one thing that gave you love, joy, appreciation, or gratitude over the past week or weekend? And by feeling that in our bodies, we allow it to come forward. We allow it to be created. We start to write it in our journal, or we start to speak it out loud, or we type it into the chat. What's one thing that gave you love, joy, or appreciation this past week or weekend? Starting there. Gratitude is the portal. And from gratitude, we move into our alignment questions. What's one thing your soul is calling you to do today? Moving towards that. Moving towards something, not necessarily your mind, but your heart. Your mind has just been a computer that has been trained since you were 2 years old to keep you safe, to do certain things, to keep you accepted, to keep you feeling like you're in the tribe, to keep you from feeling really nasty thoughts of maybe loneliness, abandonment, letting people down. So we allow the mind to run rampant, knowing that it's just there as a computer. And with that awareness, we now get to choose. We now get to use our heart to say, I'm going to move towards something that's a little more exciting today. I'm going to use my passions that maybe I haven't looked at or used since I was a kid. And I'm going to move into that. I'm going to draw. I'm going to journal. I'm going to walk on a beach. I'm going to send a note. And now that we've loved ourselves, we're going to open this love up to somebody else. Now I'm going to share my love or a certain message with somebody else? For question 2 on alignment questions, who else do you choose to show up for today in a meaningful way? Just think about that for a minute. Who could use a letter of gratitude or a letter of forgiveness or a note, sticky note, text message, email? Maybe it's just the random act of kindness to the stranger down the street or buying someone else a coffee. And finally, number 3, my favorite. What is one step you can take today towards that which brings you most excitement or passion in your life? Sometimes it's not the business. In fact, most of the time it isn't. Maybe you're looking to be a pilot. Maybe you're looking to start a charity. Maybe you're looking to take that amazing vacation, even if you can do it with hostels and not have to pay a lot of money for it. Maybe it's simply just crafting a vision board for what your life could look like in 2 years from now. That's your alignment. Thank you for stopping by today. We appreciate you. We always have our Manifest Monday calls live some of them are live, most of them are live, Mondays 9 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, all on Zoom. Join our Signal Group community for where we share wins and have support for our community. Everything's completely free. We're doing that just as a way for me to have starting to, when I was moving out from the Sunday scaries and the anxiety and all the achievers, old version of me, I needed a place to share these thoughts, to share these crazy things that have become my reality. So where's a moment of presence today that you can have for yourself? Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope to see you on one of our calls.